Nínú ìwé mímọ́,
In the Holy Bible,
Sámúẹ́lì kìíní,
the first book of Samuel,
orí 25,
chapter 25,
ẹsẹ̀ kejì,
verse 2,
ó rí tán ayé mi dáadáa ń bẹ̀.
you will find out about the story of my life in that passage.
Tó o bá ti rí ìtàn Ábígẹ́lì,
When you hear about the story of
ó
Abigail,
mọ̀ pé tán ayé mi nìyẹn.
you will know that that story is about my life.
Ìtàn ayé mi apá karùn-ún la wà nínú rẹ̀.
We are on the story of my life, part 5.
Ó mọ tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó o gbà ládùúrà.
Do you know what I want you to pray about?
Ta ni mo ti kọlù?
Who have I offended?
Ìgbésẹ̀ wo ni mo ti gbé
Which step have I taken
tó dá ayé mi dúró sójú kan?
that stagnated my life?
Ayérayé o,
Everlasting God,
dáríjì mi.
please forgive me.
Ó sì dá mi lójú.
And I am very sure
Ọlọ́run ó dáríjì gbogbo wa.
that God will forgive everyone
Mo
of
fẹ́
us.
sáré mú ìtàn arábìnrin kan tí mo pàdé wá.
I want to talk about a lady I met.
Ìgbà tá a wà ní school mi ò tí ì pọ̀ ọmọ 24 years old.
When I was in school, I wasn't up to 24 years of age.
Tá a bá dé apá kẹfà, n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí mo pọ̀ ọmọ 24 máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀.
When we get to part 6, I will let you know when we get, what happened when I was 25.
Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́yìn èèyàn mi sáré kọ́ nípa ìtàn arábìnrin.
I want you to learn what happened in the lady's story.
Ìgbà tá a ń lọ sí school,
When we go to school,
a wà ní secondary school ńgbà náà.
when we were in secondary school,
Ilẹ̀ Haúsá la bí mi sí.
I was born in the north.
Ìyá tó bí mi ló pè mí sí kọ́nà ló kọ́ mi ní Ábídí.
My mother taught me how to read ABC.
Ábídí mi ò bá wọn lọ school alábídí.
I don't even know how to recite ABC in Yoruba.
Ìyá tó bí mi ló
It
kọ́
was
mi.
my mom who taught me the alphabet in Yoruba language.
Nígbà tán wá rí i pé èmi àti ọmọ kan jọ ń lọ sí school ní secondary school.
When she found out that I and one other girl was attending school together in secondary school,
Wọ́n wá pè mí.
she called me
Wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ yìí pé ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n àwọn ni.
and she told me that this girl is my niece as elder sibling's daughter.
Dá pé ẹ̀gbọ́n àwọn ọkùnrin táwọn jọ ọjọ́ ọmọ ìlú kan náà, ọmọ rẹ̀ ní ọmọ lágbájá kájọ máa ṣe bí ọmọ ìyá.
Okay, she told me that that girl's father, they are from the same village with my mother, that we should behave like siblings.
Mo bá ń ṣe dáadáa sí pé wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ ìyá lèmi àti ẹ̀.
Then I was being good to her based on the information my mother
Mo
gave me
wá
that we
pe
are
ọmọbìnrin
sisters. Then I called this girl.
ṣé wọ́n mọ Ábídí?
Do you know how to read
Má
ABC
jẹ́
in
àgbàgbé
Yoruba?
ibi tá a ti wá o.
Please, let's not forget our source.
Tá àwọn bá ti ẹ̀kọ́ wa lábídí bìjà máa kọ́ ní kọ̀rọ̀ yàrá.
If we were not taught in school, let's learn it in our
Ìyá tèmi ti kọ́
house.
èmi o.
My mother has taught me.
Òun náà wá sọ pé kò sí wàhálà pé òun ò máa kọ́.
And she was like, oh, no problem. I will
Àwa
also
jọ ń
learn.
kọ́ra wa.
Then we teach each other.
Tí n bá ti kọ́,
If I write it,
tó bá jẹ́ pé mo mísì lẹ́tà kan yóò jẹ́ kí n mọ̀.
if I miss a letter, she will let me know.
Tí tó náà bá mísì máa sọ pé a ò kọ́ dáadáa.
If she also make mistake, I will correct her.
Àwa méjèèjì bá ń ṣe é lọ.
Then the two of us started learning.
Ìgbà tí ó wá débì kan,
When it got to a stage,
àwa sọ pé a ti tó máa kọ lẹ́tà.
then we were like, oh, we can now start writing letters.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé lẹ́tà Yorùbá á bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú pàtàkì ọ̀rọ̀ mi ni?
Then you know that the way Yoruba people write letter, we would start with the purpose of my letter is.
Àgbà tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́tà kíkọ,
When we started learning how to write letter,
mo wá lọ kọ lẹ́tà sí i.
then I wrote a letter to that girl.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé a fi ń kọ́ra wa ni àwa méjèèjì?
Do you know that is just for practice?
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ó yẹ kó sọ fún mi pé mo ṣe mistake?
She was meant to tell me that, oh, Abigail, you made mistake.
Mi kò wá sọ fún mi pé mo ṣe
But she
mistake.
didn't even tell me.
Àṣé instead of kí n kọ pàtàkì, mo lọ kọ pàtàkà.
Instead of me to write the purpose of, then I misspelled a letter at the end. I wrote pataka.
Instead of kí n kọ I, mo lọ kọ A.
Instead of me to write letter I wrote letter A at the end of the word.
Mo sáàrí pé ń péjọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ classmate wa.
Then I realized she was, moving along with our other classmates.
bí n bá ti pè é yóò sáà kọlu ẹnìkan wọ́n jọ rẹ́rìn-ín.
If I call this girl to, even say hi, she will just laugh unnecessarily, even not when nothing was
èmi
funny.
tètè ká ọ̀rọ̀
Then I didn't
mi tètè
even count
conclude.
it as anything.
mo bá rò pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀
Then I was like, what is going
mo
on?
bá fi sílẹ̀.
Then I let it.
ìkan nínú àwọn ọmọ kíláàsì wa wá bá mi lẹ́yìn.
Then one of our classmates told me.
ó sọ pé wọ́n tó máa sọ pé lágbájá ọmọ ìyá rẹ ni sísítà jọ nìyí òun ló ń fi ọ́ ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ yẹn.
Wow. And she was like, you that used to boast of this your friend that, oh, she's my sister, our parents are from the same
mo
place.
pé kí ló sọ pé mo ṣe.
Mocking you. And I asked her, what did she say I did?
kó sọ pé o kọ pàtàkì.
Hey, she was like, you misspelled a letter in your word.
mo wá wo ọmọ yẹn pé pàtàkì ọ pé lẹ́tà tó kọ instead of kí ọkọ pàtàkì ó kọ pàtàkì ó wá ti fi ọ́ ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ láàrin àwọn ìyókù.
And she was like, oh, the letter you wrote to her, instead of you to end your letter with I, you ended it with A.
mo dúpẹ́ pọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kí n dàgbà.
I thank God who made me to be
kò mọ̀ sí nǹkan kan
mature.
tó ń bí mi nínú mọ́ báyìí.
And I'm not even angry again.
mo wá rí i pé inú bí mi.
Then
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí
that
ọmọdé.
time, as a child, I got angry.
mo lọ nú class mo bá lọ gbé báàgì mi.
I went to the class, I took my bag,
mo bá ń lọ ilé.
and I went home.
bí mo ṣe délé tí mo rí ìyá tó bí mi.
When I got home and I saw my mother,
wọ́n bá rójú mọ́ pé ìyá mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀.
she saw my countenance, and my mother was like, my mother, what happened to
mo bá
you?
bú sẹ́kún.
Then I started crying.
mo bá sọ pé ẹ dúró náà kí n tó sọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
And I was like, please wait before I
mo
said
bá
what
dákọ̀
happened.
ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn yẹn.
I mentioned that
mo pé ẹ
brothers-
gbọ́ mi dáadáa.
yes, and I told her, listen to
pé
me.
wọ́n ń lọ́kọ láyé kó gbàgbé.
And I was like, if people are getting married in life, she will never get
pé
married.
wọ́n ń bímọ láyé kì í so mọ́.
If people are giving birth, she will never give birth.
ìyá tó bí mi bá dá mi padà.
Then my mother just scolded
bí
me.
sọ́mu kún tí ọgbọ́n mú máa bínú mọ́.
Have I told you not to get angry unnecessarily?
you are going too far.
O ti ń lọ jù.
ni mo bá dákẹ́ mo bá ń sunkún.
Then I kept quiet. And I
nígbà
was
tí mo
crying.
sunkún débì kan mo bá pẹ́ ẹ wo ohun tó ṣe fún mi.
Then I cried to the extent at some point I stopped and I told my mother what happened.
ìyá tó bí mi bá pé kí n má bínú.
Then my mom was like, please don't be angry.
kí ló dé tí mo fi mọ́tò yẹn wá fún ọ.
Why did I bring this story to you?
ibo mo ti kọsẹ̀.
Where did I offend?
ibo mo ti pẹ̀gẹ́ ni tí ò yẹ kí n pẹ̀gàn.
Where did I blaspheme who I'm not supposed to?
ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi.
Listen to me very well, my people.
ọmọbìnrin yẹn lónìí
That lady today,
ó fi oṣù mẹ́fà jù mí lọ.
she seniored me in age with 6 months.
grandmother ni mí mà.
I am now a grandmother.
kò lọ́kọ débi yóò bímọ.
She is not married, let alone having kids.
gbogbo ìgbà tí n bá gbúrò rẹ̀.
Whenever I hear from her,
ìyá tó bí mi lẹ́lẹ́rìí mi.
my mother is my witness.
ṣé mo máa ń tọrọ àánú tó tayọ fún un.
I always ask God for great mercy on her
ṣùgbọ́n ọjọ́
behalf,
orí ti lọ.
but age is not on her side again.
ṣe jẹ́jẹ́.
Please take it easy.
àbòsí ṣíṣe.
Blasphemy and overreaction.
má jẹ́ kó pọ̀ jù.
Please don't let it be too much.
tó o bá ti ń hurt gbogbo ayé.
If you hurt people too much,
o ò ní mẹni tó tọ hurt.
you would not know who will hurt
tí
you.
ayéra yóò sì gbẹnu ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ.
That God will talk through the person.
ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe jẹ́jẹ́.
Please, let's take life easy.
àánú sì bá wa.
And mercy will walk with us.
màá tẹ̀síwájú ní inú ìtàn ayé mi.
I will continue in the story of my life.
kí n má fi àkókò yín ṣòfò.
Let me not waste your time.
ní apá kẹfà.
In part 7.
n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi lọ́mọ 24 years of age.
What happened to me when I was, 24 in part 6?
èmi ò jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀.
I will let you know.
ó sì dá mi lójú.
And I am very sure
àtèmi o
both you
àti wọ́
and I,
àánú ìjọba wa rìn.
mercy will walk with us.
ìròyìn tí mo wá ká lónìí
This
ni
is the news I brought to you today.
pàdé èmi lápá kẹfà
Please meet me in part 6
lọ́jọ́ Wednesday tí ń bọ̀.
or next week Wednesday,
ó sì dára fún.
and it shall be well with
ire
you.
o.
Goodness.